This is why you cannot go no contact with that narcissist. This is what's stopping you from going no contact. And just as a reminder, no contact is not only blocking them, not responding to them, not reaching out to them, not texting them, not emailing them, not calling them. It's also not looking at their social media, not peeking. Okay, so when you were spending time with that narcissist, your body got used to being with them. It got used to this pattern of abuse and soothe. So they could be hurting you, they could be making you feel really good, and then hurting you again and making you feel really good. And it was a push and pull pattern, and you created this connection, you created this pattern that you got used to and became familiar with. That pattern became a bond. For some of us, it's a trauma bond. So now you've been discarded, or you discarded them, and you're no longer with them. You're no longer in this pattern. You're no longer in this cycle. There's no more abuse and soothe. This unfamiliar territory is really uncomfortable because you are missing that connection. So now you're going through withdrawals. You are craving that connection. You're craving that familiarity. And so in order for us to soothe and quell our anxiety and discomfort, we go for a little hit. We check on their social media. We reach out to them and say some shit. We write paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs trying to get them to understand us. So maybe you see them post something. Maybe they actually respond to you. Maybe you respond back to them and you get a little bit of an exchange, and you get a little bit of dopamine. You get a little bit of a high back. You get to soothe that discomfort, but it's short-lived. That high eventually wears off, and then you're back to needing that fix again. You're back to that addiction and withdrawal, and it just perpetuates, just like a cycle. So how do we stop this? What are we trying to avoid? We're trying to avoid the discomfort. We're trying to avoid the withdrawal, needing that little hit, needing that dopamine. That is what we're trying to avoid. The only way to stop this cycle and truly go no contact is we have to sit in that discomfort. We have to feel that emotion and sit in our shit and regulate. Now, that is a hard part because this is what we're trying to avoid. This is the hardest part of healing from this. But if you can sit in it and feel it to heal it, you will move through it, and our brain that wants them, that wants us to be soothed by them and wants to get that little hit, it'll start to rewire to a new pattern. And then we will no longer be addicted to this toxic pattern. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is how we need to get through this. This is the only way for us to rebuild our pattern and rewire our brain so that we're no longer addicted to the narcissist. My name's Ro. I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor, and I'm a certified life and relationship coach. Follow me if I spoke to you today.